Good morning and welcome to the Autumn Acorn Knits. My name is Judy and I am here in my craft loft. I am so excited you have joined me, and I am the Autumn Acorn on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active. I also have a Facebook group, the Autumn Acorn Knits, and Meryl is here to say hello as well. Hi, sweetheart. Did you come to say hello? Yes. Did you come to say hi? All right, well, I seem to be her favorite person lately. So, have a seat until I get too hot. Where was I? So I have a Facebook group called the Autumn Acorn Knits. What else? There's a website, and I'm on Etsy, and I have my patterns on Ravelry as well. You can find me pretty much everywhere as the Autumn Acorn. If you are a returning viewer, welcome. I really appreciate you. And if it's your first time, I hope you enjoy. This is a podcast about knitting, crocheting, yarn dyeing, and other crafty things. I'm coming to you from the woods of New Hampshire, where I live with my husband and this beautiful thing named Meryl. So I have notes, so if you see me looking there, that way, that's what I'm looking at. But behind me, I have this gold drape, and the reason for this, normally I have my yarn behind me, but I've been setting up to record my e-course for HSPs, highly sensitive people, and introverts who have a presence online or a small business or want to start a small business. So I have an e-course designed specifically for you to help you not feel like you're salesy, because nobody likes to feel that way, and especially HSPs and introverts. Oh, you're so sweet. She's so cute. I love this cat. So anyway, welcome. Let's get started, shall we? So I decided to crochet a project, and this project only took me about 4 days, I'd say, maybe 5. I wasn't keeping that close a track, but I know it flew off of my crochet hook. I used a size USI hook, and I think that's a 9mm, but don't quote me on that. And I used up a lot of my scrap sock yarn, so fingering weight yarn that I had lying around in all different colors, and I decided to try to make a shawl. I had no idea where this shawl was going when I started, but I really love where it ended up. As you can see, it is very, very colorful, but what I think is really cool about the design is, and this is called the Canoe Shawl, because it is shaped like an 8-foot canoe, and each end therefore comes to a point like that. I don't know if you could see that a little better, but it is such a fun shawl. I also added this sort of bobble border, and it, like I said, this is 8 feet long because Joe made me measure it. He said it was much too long to be a shawl. I said, well, ideally I like a shawl to be at least my wingspan, and this one is just a couple feet more than that, so what's wrong with that? It feels really, really wonderful on. I did put some photos up in my Instagram stories the other day so you could see the whole thing, but I'll insert them here. As you can imagine, there are many ways to wear this. You could wear it like that. You could wear it, I love doing it this way. Oops, sorry, Meryl. Meryl's getting all covered up in my shawl. You could do it this way, and then have it come around to the front, and it's really lovely when you can see that V come to a point on each end. So yeah, I am really happy with this shawl. I will insert some pictures here so you could see it better. But it's easy, it was fun, and I got to use up a lot of my scraps. Yep, so there it is. It starts in the center of the shawl and then works its way out. So I will be releasing that pattern in the near future. I don't think it'll take too long to have it tested and yeah, edited. So stay tuned for the Canoe Shawl. You're purring so loud I bet everyone can hear you. So that is that my only finished object? No, I have 2 finished objects actually. So that is one. And my second finished object I just started and finished this morning. So I had the hankering to make a little hanging basket. Here's the stitch. You can see it goes all the way around. The little handle. There's the bottom and the inside. And this is so perfect for sock knitting. Let me see what I can do here. So I have a pair of socks on the needle right now. And yeah, they'll fit in there nicely. There's my little portable sock tote. But I think also I'm going to be making a bunch of these, but I am also going to make some that are wider and taller and just all sorts of things, maybe with a handle that goes over, you know, more traditional handle. But I really thought this was cute. Also to hang up, maybe to hang some plants. You could put like the pot in there with a hanging plant or an air plant. Maybe I'll even make some really tiny ones for that purpose, but I just think it's so cute. And what I used for this is some Highland wool, half Highland wool, half alpaca. And it's this very beautiful, chunky hand spun. And it comes in, I carry it in 2 other colors. This is the Natural Light Fawn, which I think would make such a pretty basket. I can't wait to make one in this color. And in this beautiful gray, which is just called light gray. I think a basket would look really pretty in that as well. I started out with this natural cream color because I figured I could even dye it. I was thinking madder root, maybe this basket even dipping it up halfway. I don't know. I just can imagine it being so many beautiful colors from plants, so we'll see. And so this yarn, I do have it available in my shop if anyone would like to make their own. I have to get the pattern written down first. I haven't done that. And that'll just be a free pattern, of course. But what was I going to say about that? Oh, that it took almost a full skein to make that basket. So this is what I have left. And this is a bulky yarn, or super bulky yarn. Let me see if I can tell you anything else about it. 50% Highland wool, 50% super fine alpaca, hand spun in Peru, and these are super bulky singles, 54 yards or 100 grams. Look at you. You're so funny. You hear her purring? So yeah, 1 skein makes 1 basket. 1 sock-sized project basket, I'm gonna call it for now. Here you can see where I joined, which I think is a very neat looking join. Yeah, I wish you could feel how sturdy and soft this basket is. I'm just gonna stick that extra yarn back in there, and I'm gonna hang this up on my chair for now. What do you think of that, Meryl? Look at this face. This is a purring face. Let's see if you can hear her. You're so cute, honey. You are so cute. Look at you. Are you smiling? All right, good girl. Let's move on to works in progress. So I just showed you a sneak peek of Meryl. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Oh my. So sorry. I should have shown you this crochet hook. This is what I used to make the basket. It says size 15. So that was really fun. It's a big hook. All right, so look at me now. I have your fur and other fur on me. Yes. So right now, I think I'm going to show you this after this one though. I have a few works in progress. The first one is another one of my new sock designs, and I have named it. I am calling it the Magic Heel Socks. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I've designed a sock without having with a heel that you don't have to turn. So similar to a tube sock, only better. So here is the next, the first sock of my next pair, and here's the heel. This one was on the blocker. This is a size small, so it's a bit small for my foot, so I don't want to put it on to show you. But, yeah, because it's a little bit small. And this time, instead of using... Do I have my other sock? Yes. So instead of using more of a solid or semi-solid yarns to do this particular sock, I used variegated or speckled. So you could see there's more, it's not, the lines aren't as clearly defined. Like I said, this is a small, so it's a bit, just a bit smaller overall. So yeah, and I am using a US 1. I started out with wooden cubics, double points, and they kept breaking. So I think I'm only down to 2 now out of 5. Either I sat on them or just, yeah, I don't know. I was rough. But here is how far that I've gotten on, this is a lot harder with a cat in your lap. This is how far I've gotten on the second little sock. And these are top down. So this pattern right now is being test knit, so thank you to all my lovely test knitters if you're helping with this project. It will be available on November 7th, and I'm going to be doing a knit along for these socks. So Meryl, I'm going to put you down, sweetheart. Yes, you're ready. Okay, good. Me too. Yeah, anyway, before I talk about the knit along, I'll show you the other socks though. So my friend Angela, hi Angela, congratulations on the wedding. I'm so excited for you and Lewis. Angela has a podcast called Felicia Fibers, and that's how we met, through our podcasts. Anyway, she had gifted me a beautiful advent calendar last Christmas, and the final skein was this gorgeous skein by Once Upon a Corgi, which is a Connecticut yarn dyer. And I just love the way this is knitting up, so I decided to do my Magic Heel Socks in this yarn. So this is not, obviously not scrappy, not striped at all, but just solid. And here's how they're coming out so far. And there's the back. But this color is so much fun to knit with. I just think it's going to match everything too. Hopefully you can see that. It's very variegated. And the name of this one is Simply, I think it's Simply Sinister. Here, I like to be sure. Something Sinister. there's her tag. Let's see now. This is a 75% superwash Cordale, 25% nylon, 443 yards, and this is what her tag looks like. But yeah, beautiful yarn. It feels really sturdy and like solid, and I'm just so happy with it. And I have my little kitty. Do you see my little kitty stitch marker? I have been making a bunch of these and some little dogs and some mushrooms and little antique bird cages. So stay tuned for those. They'll be in the shop soon. I have quite a few new things that I'll be adding to the shop, so I hope you'll check those out. I feel like I will be getting them up in very good time for Christmas and other holiday shopping. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, since I am so obsessed lately with this sock knitting, now that I've discovered that there's a sock that I can actually knit, I decided I needed to do a sock knit along. So once the pattern is released, which I said was November 7th, then I'm going to be starting a sock along, or a magic heel sock knit along. It's a big word. It's a long word. And it's going to be running from November 7th until December 30th. And I have quite a few awesome prizes already donated to the podcast for this knit along. So I hope to have at least 3 sets of prizes so that there can be 3 winners. I've already set up the I've already set up the threads on my group page in Ravelry, which is the Autumn Acorn. You may come across 2 groups under my name. One is the Autumn Acorn, one is the Autumn Acorn Knits. The Autumn Acorn is the one that I want to use, and that is where the threads are for this knit along. You'll see also an introduction thread, which I would really appreciate it if you would introduce yourself in the group so we could all get to know you better. And there is a thread for your works in progress once this all starts, and then a thread for your finished objects, and that's the thread that I'll be choosing the winner from. So there'll be more details coming as that pattern is released, but stay tuned because so far the test knit's going well. There aren't very many issues at all, just a couple little silly mistakes that I made in the pattern colors. So I think we're on the right track, so stay tuned for that. Now, tomorrow, I should have brought it here. I will make sure I insert a photo here. But tomorrow I am releasing the RoadofLife shawl, which is a beautiful sport weight shawl that I knit. It takes 2 colors and 3 skeins total. There's a really pretty ruffled border with a picot bind off. So I'm really excited to release that one on all of my sites. So Ravelry, my website, and my Etsy shop will all have it. And I'm offering a coupon code for the first 48 hours. So I've priced this pattern at $4, but you can get it for just $2, so 50% off. If you use the code, hold on, RoadofLife Half. So I will make sure that I type it here so that you can see. So yeah, get that for 50% off for the first 48 hours. So that will be released this Saturday. All right, next work in progress. So you may remember, and I'm going to grab it, it's right here. You may remember this white mohair. I think I can actually put it on today because I'm not as hot right now. This is a white mohair cardigan that I recently finished up, and it has this kind of pattern in the front and on the sleeves, and then on the back as well. So anyway, I knew I would need this in another color. So I'll show you what I'm working on. But I am working on my second version, and it is being done in this color. Look at my beautiful stitch marker. That's so pretty. Joe made that one for me. I love that. But yeah, this is what I have so far. It's a little hard to show you because it's pulling on that sleeve, but you get the idea. And this is in a different size. I used this lovely yarn here that I had dyed using some madder root. It's like a very pale, peachy kind of color. I just love it. And this is 2 strands held together. I don't remember if I showed you this before, but this is how I came up with this design. I made this little paper pattern. So this is literally how this is knit. Let me give you a better idea. I'm all thumbs today. Whoops. Yeah. So the front 2 panels down there, the sleeves here and the back here. So I just drew it out one day, and then because of how my brain works, it's just easier for me if I can see it all, like 3-dimensional almost, and then put all the measurements on. This just made it so much easier for me to design. So yeah, I've done this a couple of times, and I think I'll do it every time I design a sweater. So it helped a lot. Oh, you know, I tried to make some tassels for the Canoe Shawl, and I had purchased these at, I think, Joann's, these little tassel makers, and the first tassel I tried to make, it just broke right in half. So I don't know if I'd recommend those. I tried again with the small one, and I was really gentle, and it was fine, but they're just not that sturdy. So anyway, this mohair nameless cardigan is being test knit soon. I'm still not quite finished with the pattern, but it shouldn't be long, maybe another week, and that test knit will start. I may be collaborating with a really big yarn company on this, so that I'll know more about in November. So I will let you know when that all comes to fruition. If you don't know about it already, there is a knit along going on for my pajama cardigan, and it's being hosted by Cove. They are a beautiful yarn shop in Canada. If you are interested in that, there is a coupon code where you can get 25% off the pajama cardigan, and that code is PCLove25. And if you're interested in joining, they have a Facebook group where they're putting all of their works in progress, and I will put the link to that in the show notes so that you can go and join if you'd like. There's still plenty of time. They started a week or 2 ago, but it goes on all the way until December 20th. So, and the prize is a $50 gift card. So, pretty good prize. Let's see. Next, I wanted to announce the winner of the 2K giveaway. So as I mentioned on my last podcast, we reached 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I wanted to celebrate. And Tea Hill Cottage, Deb was so kind to donate this gorgeous project bag. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me show you her little tag. And inside of this project bag is some tea and some Cascade yarn in 2 colors, I think. 2 colors, green and white, as well as these 2 skeins in pink and blue and purple. which go with the bag super well, I think. So yeah, all of these lovely prizes, I am going to tell you who won them. All you had to do was make a comment on how you've been relaxing these days. And random number generator, out of 93 winners, 90, if only I could give 93 of you a prize, I would. Out of 93 contestants, the winner is number 18, Carolyn O'Grady. Congratulations, Carolyn. If you could just reach out to me and give me your mailing address, I'll get this beautiful prize shipped out to you right away. Thank you for playing. That was really fun. All right, let's talk about a shop update. So like I mentioned, I'm going to have quite a few new items in the shop. There'll be new progress keepers, stitch markers, and some new enamel pins. Do I have some? Oh, I do have some to show you. I always have to keep, you know, samples for myself. I can't help it. And I really liked the coffee one. So this is one of the pins I'll be offering. This adorable bee, which says, "Be kind." And then this little acorn. It's very small as well. Whoops, he's flipping around. What else? Also, oh, there are other pins too. I just don't have them all with me right now, but you'll see them. We have this exclusive to the Autumn Acorn, and this is wool felted soap. So inside of this is goat's milk soap, so no chemicals at all. And I want to make sure I get this flavor right. The scent flavor, I'm really doing well. The scent is oatmeal, milk, and honey. And it just is so soothing, and I just absolutely love the smell of this. So yeah, these are perfect for exfoliating. All you need to do is add a little water, and they get very soapy and some friction. Perfect for little kids' hands too, because they're so, you know, you won't drop them as easily. And what else? They're just awesome. All natural soap. So that's one I'll be offering. And then there's this little pumpkin. And this scent is vanilla pumpkin spice is the scent for this little one. They're made on this beautiful farm. Lydia is the owner of the farm, and her little girl are always in like all of their Instagram and pictures and stuff. They're just so cute. I love their sheep. They have a bunch of sheep. And then I'll be offering these little woodland animals. So we have a bear, an owl, and a deer. Aren't they adorable? I can't decide which one I like more. Little deer, little bear, and little owl. And let's see, these are all coconut lemongrass. They smell so fresh, so good. So yeah, stay tuned, and I think what I'll do is probably offer these three in like a kit, because I think that would be a really cute gift for someone the holiday season. So I've been having so much fun. I ordered some little boxes for those so that they will ship, you know, like they'll ship well, so they won't be crushed or anything or broken in transit. So really excited about those. I hope you are too when you see them. Let's see. I made a list to help me stay more organized because I felt like I had knitting ADD. And it felt like I had projects like everywhere. So I made a list of current projects and then finished projects. So you can see from current projects, that's a lot, right? And then finished. But just having them written down somehow felt so much better, and it felt like it was achievable. And I also ripped out a few projects that I knew I wasn't going to ever finish, so that felt good too. So yeah, just thought I would share that with you. I also wanted to share a little podcast love, because I think it's really nice when other podcasts mention my podcast or recommend it, or when other podcasters mention other podcasters that I can go and then watch, because I devour podcasts, especially knitting and crocheting podcasts. So one that I wanted to share with you is called Fiber Stories Podcast. And Michelle is the hostess, and she's wonderful. I believe she lives in Ireland, and she has the best accent, and she says hello, which I love. Anyway, she knits the most beautiful things, and she naturally dyes. She's been experimenting with natural dyeing, so highly recommend her podcast. She just put out her 3rd episode, but it's just so beautifully done. I think you'll enjoy it. So go check it out. I'll leave a link in the show notes. Also wanted to mention that in my Facebook group, we have started a new feature called Maker of the Week and Maker of the Month, where we want to feature other makers, other small businesses, other handcrafters, even if they don't have a business. We just want to get the word out there and spread the love. It's a free service. We will ask a few questions of you and ask you to submit a few photos, and then we will put you on the waiting list to be featured as a Maker of the Week, and then whichever maker gets the most engagement, that maker will become Maker of the Month. So, and then at the end of the year, we want to have a big, exciting voting session for Maker of the Year, and there'll be prizes and everything. So I think it's a good way to spread the love and the creativity and keep small business alive, and just give other makers an opportunity to have their, to have another platform that they can be found on. So I will be marketing their business on my Facebook group as well as my Instagram. So if you're interested, please just get in touch with me. All you have to do is email me, Judy@theautumnacorn.com, and you can nominate yourself, you can nominate someone else. And the nominations are coming in fast, so you want to hurry if you want to get on that list. We just kicked it off, and Tanya, who you might be seeing or hearing more about, is my virtual assistant. She's amazing. She is she posted the first maker, and she just chose me so you could see like how it works. But beginning next week, it'll be one of you guys. So exciting. Oh, I wanted to show you something that I just acquired that Joe just surprised me with. So he used to, in the business that I used to work at, they used a lot of drill bits. He was in the medical field, and there's a way you store the drill bits that he thought would work really well for my needles, because he always sees me kind of fumbling and losing, needles, especially double points. So yeah, these came in the mail, and they're so cool. So here's one of them. This one's square, and it's adjustable. So I don't want to open it. If I open it all the way, it'll come apart. So there. That's how long it gets. And then it gets that short. I just like the sound. Take it apart. Put your needles in there. I don't even have a pair. Do I have a pair I can show you? Yes. Because I just bought a pair of Hiya Sharps. Just got those. So we'll try these out right now and see if they work. Because I haven't tried them yet. Just got them today. See. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's so perfect. And then you can close it right up. Isn't that nice? I just dropped the other one. The other one is circular, and it's longer. Geez. Put that down and try to open this. I had this before. I did it before. Okay, well that one, that's stuck. I'm not going to be able to show you that one. Here's another one, a really big one. This one twirls, which I love. You twirl it to open it, and then you twirl it back up to close it. That would hold quite a few. So yeah, these are super handy, except for this one, which is a fail. I don't know, but I would definitely be using these two for sure. And these higher sharps, I haven't used these yet either, but I'm really excited to try these out. These are a US 1, which is all I knit in pretty much. I think most people do. I like that. I like that a lot. That should really help keep my needles more organized in my bag. So very cool. Oh, I feel like I have talked about everything so far that I needed to. I knew this wasn't going to be a super long episode. My cousin Lisa's coming over later today. We're going to talk business because she just started her own business where she makes the most beautiful jewelry and vases. So she's about an hour. She lives about an hour away from me in Vermont, but it's going to be fun. Catch up. I haven't seen her in a while. So, well, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this rather brief episode, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.